Okay, I looked everywhere to try and find a solution of cleaning a wall painted with chalkboard paint. So here's what I ended up doing, and it worked out pretty well.
Goodness, I think I discovered something. I'm trying to clean this chalkboard wall. That corner looks pretty good, but I think it's because no one ever writes on it. And you can see where I had some vinegar solution drip down. But you know, it dripped from an area where I cleaned and it doesn't look that much cleaner. But I think I stumbled on something. That area right there was vinegar and water solution with a magic eraser. So I'm gonna try this area here. It's hard to tell, but this is really sort of dirty. This is a little bit cleaner and this is a little bit cleaner. I'm gonna swipe across and see if I can clean that. I'll show you how it comes out in a second. Okay, the area that I cleaned is not as big as what you see here because I wanted to make sure I didn't get any drips. So I wiped around it, you know, at least 6 inches or a couple inches on each side. So I'll show you how it looks when it dries. Oh my gosh, I think I'm onto something. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do some more cleaning. I'll let you know how it comes out. So it's not perfect, but it looks 100 times better. You can see this area here that is pretty gray looking. And I think that's probably because it's the area they write on the most, because this little island is usually pushed up against it. Anyway, I would definitely say that it actually looks better in real life than it does on this video. Like I look at the video and I'm like, ooh, and then I look at it in real life and I'm like, oh no, it looks pretty good. So I would say this was a win.
So here are the supplies that I used. I made a white vinegar and water solution. I didn't measure anything. I eyeballed it, but I would say it's probably 1 part vinegar to 6 parts water. I also used some old rags, and FYI, don't use anything that you think is nice and you want to keep because I don't know that these are going to clean up. They look pretty rough. I also use the Mr. Clean Magic erasers. If you have the thick ones, that may be enough, but I had the really thin ones that you stick onto a handle. I don't know how to describe it, but I went through like 4 or 5 of those. So they're thinner than your regular full-sized magic eraser that you just hold like a sponge. I put the water and vinegar solution in a spray bottle. And then a scrub brush. I don't know that it helped. I don't know that you have to have it, but I definitely use mine sometimes. And then, boy, do you need some elbow grease. I mean, I had to go from left arm to right arm. There's a lot of scrubbing, but I think it's worth it. And then here's what I did. The first time I tried to do this, I just tried cleaning the wall with a vinegar water solution and a scrub brush and a towel. It wasn't the best. I didn't even bother recording it. However, I do think that it was necessary to get the final product that I did get because I would not do this magic eraser thing on a chalkboard wall that had chalk all over it. Definitely clean as much as you can before you start scrubbing. So then what I did today was I broke these down in sections. I squirted it with the vinegar water solution, and then I scrubbed with the magic eraser. And I went up, down, up, down, up, down, and then side, 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 side. And then I did even little curly cues. So every little inch of that section got covered a couple of times. I was very cognizant of not allowing drips. And also I didn't want like spray edges, you know how like if you spray something dry, you know, there's little dots all over the edges. So I ended up, you know, wiping it clean with vinegar water solution in a towel, and the area that I was cleaning got bigger and bigger. But don't forget, it's just that initial first section with your magic eraser that's actually what you're cleaning. So as you move to the next section, to the left of it or below it or what have you, know that your edges are going to overlap. So, but if you're not sure, because it's kind of hard to tell where you've cleaned and where you haven't when it's all wet, don't worry about it. When it dries, you can go back in and get all the areas that you've missed. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know if it worked for you, or let me know if you have a better solution.